Hello. I hope you're doing well. How was your day? Or how has your week been? I'm sending you peace. I hope you can feel at ease. I hope we can get clarity and truth. Connecting to clarity. And that you can connect with what makes you feel well. This to me feels like a transition. Queen of Swords, someone who can survive really difficult things. And then the Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficiency, building your own personal Eden. The Devil is temptations, your lustful desires, things that have you bound that you haven't broken yet. And then the Star is like living your higher self, your naturally healing self, your divinely connecting self. Love and union coming out of your fruition and being single. A new beginning and power forward from recognizing things you might need to give up or things that you recognize and accept, and taking responsibility for your life and clarity. So something unexpected is going to kind of bridge these two aspects of your life together. It's almost like this is how you've been living and like your mode. And this is like things that have been in your life and what's coming out of it. So you're going to travel soon. You might be traveling in this new relationship. Justice. So whatever happened earlier that you were grieving, or maybe you were connecting with your, like, your more human side, like, it still gave birth and rise to justice. So you did need to go through what you were going through to, you're at this point now. You're at this point in time, and you have new opportunity and quite literally union. So there might be some disagreements between you and this person. So you might not be quite out of being single yet. Especially with justice, like, you could be in a holding pattern right now, like almost like in a protective way with how everything needs to fold out in order to actually get the results of what's coming forward. But you're on the defense. I don't blame you, because you're already in defenses over here and overthinking and trying to figure out what you need to do to satisfy this union. And also, like, yes, justice is here, but that doesn't mean you know what's going on. And it's asking you to retreat after being in these quite literal, like, bondages, but you can also think of that as like cycles. Like, well, whatever this was, it needed to be broken. And your natural talent came out. Like, you can be faced with these issues, but, like, you show up for yourself. So but I can see where the defensiveness is coming from, but it's not just you being defensive, it's mainly you having to defend yourself out of just sake of reality. So listen to good advice. Take good advice right now from trusted people. Or that's what you will want to do. But be careful of people. Just listen to your intuition about people scheming and just keep your eyes open. So you're pretty tired from all of this. like having to influx from person to person, and it's been draining you. What's the best way to maintain good health in this situation? The Emperor. So connect with your divine masculine. Make sure you're being active in, like, do physical exercise. Do things to support your actions that you need to take. So you're going to have grievances, and you're going to lose something. What is that about? You might be disappointed in the progress that you've made. But you're still working actively, and you do have things to prove. Like, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You don't even have to prove things to yourself, but this card tells you and shows you that you have quite literally things to show for, tangible things that you have worked on and done. So I think make sure you're taking good care of yourself, and maybe write or something where you can process your emotions in the sense that you get your own story straight, because this is conflicting in the sense of how this is impacting you. Yeah, you're like alone on your journey right now. It's like people are trying to call you back to home base. There's a new opportunity or talent you might discover, leading to financial fruition and a stable life that you enjoy. Looking good coming in your new attitude. Needing to take spiritual rest after, like, so much has happened, and with the good and the bad. Using your intuition for your best good. And if it's in your best good, it's good for everyone else too. I think taking care of yourself first is important. If you're taking good care of yourself and you're acting out of authenticity, people in your care are good too, you know? But also keeping in mind, you know, everyone is responsible for themselves. Going with the flow, but you might feel lonely right now because your perspective, like, no one else can see things the way you are. And especially right now. And that comes really clearly through with the High Priestess. Like, there's not many people that you can consult with on what you're experiencing. And you might even feel jaded because maybe you've had a teacher in the past that, like, stole from you in some way. It's caused you to go into retreat and reflection a few times, but you've come back from it. You're at like an impasse right now after making a decision on where you're headed to, but it's still in the positive regarding how you want to carry out the details of what's up next. What can the listener focus on that brings them closest to their internal joy and balance? So keep dreaming, keep brainstorming. You have options. You have options on what you would like to focus on. Feel free to keep building your dreams, and also feel free to hone in on them and start working on some of them. To be honest, there's options in this card on how you apply that. You really can keep dreaming. You know, it can also signify like castles in the sky, but like, you know, apply that to the best of your ability for your life. Not in a self-serving way, by truly the definition of what I just said. Apply it in the best ability of your own life. So that's, to be honest, objective from you as a person. Come in as the observer. Changing your perspective. And doing that difficult work will bring you complete loving fulfillment in your life. And you're going to be surprised what you create, to the point where it's going to bring a completely a new type of life to you. I hope this reading has been helpful. I'm wishing you all good things and peace, and reminder to protect your energy, keep safe, be well. Talk to you soon.